passes or whatever. But
okay, what you got on your Christmas sweater?
Yeah, holidays. Actually, this is my Valentine's Day, John. But I'm
you a month early, huh?
A little early. I'm feeling the love. You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now you got a Valentine? It's too early to talk about that.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I'd be tripping.
I guess we all got a month left to find our Valentine, right?
Yeah, we sure do.
Why is Monica calling me? Because she's late. You're live on the P2P podcast.
Yeah, well, are you letting me in or am I getting off?
Oh, yeah, I see you up there.
Leave it up to Corey.
Monica's tone is the funniest. She was like, yeah, well.
I was like, are you going to let me in or what? I didn't see you, Monica. I really didn't. I'm rolling a blunt. I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, Monica got to start doing like them comedy voices, man.
All right, Ike.
Get her bag when she get to her voices.
It's like, all right. Like, did anyone check on Ike this week?
Yeah, am I the only one that think Monica could be having voices, man? I like her voices, man. Like, what the fuck?
Where's Corey at now? He's gone.
I don't know. I guess he's late.
Corey's right here.
He's fine.
Corey is on time. With time.
Is that a citation? Is that a citation or actual fine?
Y'all gonna make me kill a whack nigga. Yeah. Y'all gonna make me do it. I know you wanna die. Fucking with me, nigga. Yeah. Y'all gon' make me kill a whack nigga. I'm a legend, like that act, nigga. My spurt to your back when I black, nigga. Act bigger in case to act different. Hollywood fits on stage to act different. Check the ballistics, Rick done kill shit. I peeled shit, left in the gutter, the gun got him. One of the nicest MCs in the game. All Fitz put some respect on my name. I ain't a lame nigga. Nah. Foundation the squad, greatest for the NOI. Had to meet with the guards and now I build. I'm a guard, my wounds heal.
Welcome everybody to our podcast. This is Phoenixville of Phoenix. I am your host, Ricky Fitz, along with my squad. That's what we just gonna call them, squad. You know what I mean? Start with Bombshell Kel over there. Bombshell Kel, say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody?
You know what I mean? We got my man Krills, aka Big Booty Bonanza. I don't know what the hell that's about, but we gonna lead. We ain't even gonna tell the people about
Where you
that.
see that at?
It's in the corner.
I see it on my screen right now. The people ain't gonna see it, but I see the shit. You know what I mean? Big Booty Bonanza.
I didn't even see that down there.
You know what I'm saying?
I asked you that earlier. You didn't hear me. Now you stuck with
That's
Big
almost
Booty.
like being nicknamed Bubbles upstate.
Who's Bubbles upstate? Somebody's nicknamed Bubbles uptown.
Yeah, whose nickname was Bubbles?
I knew a Q-Tip. I didn't know a gay dude named Q-Tip, and I always thought that was a little like why you name yourself Q-Tip? You know what I mean? Kind of disrespected, Tribe Called Quest if you ask me. But we got Monica down in the bottom. Say what's up, Monica.
Yeah.
Mon, I wanted to wish what's her name a happy birthday on here, but I guess
What's her name?
It was past her bedtime. I didn't want to say her name on the air, so I kind of said, "What's her name?" No, I didn't mean any disrespect by it. But yeah, little Lonnie Bear. It's her birthday. My son's birthday's coming up in like a month. That's every time it's Lonnie's birthday, I know my son's is coming, so I get prepared for that. And
They hitting
10.
double digits.
10 years old, double digits.
Double digits.
That's crazy.
Oh no.
Ike, what's up, Ike?
No, I'm just chilling.
Just chilling. I see you got the drop dead Fred glasses on again.
Yeah, I'm ready for the
pod.
Fred
came back for a second pod.
I'm ready for the inauguration. I'm getting prepared. We're throwing a little party, so
okay.
Getting ready for Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe's gonna get in there. We'll see what Joe can do. I don't know. I'm optimistic. You know what I mean? I guess that's the word, right? Optimistic. I'm optimistic.
And I don't know if you guys seen MLK in the back, but I asked him about Trump and his thoughts, and you see his response. So
absolutely, that's what
he said. Fuck Trump.
Me and MLK had a little disagreement because I'm a Trump supporter, but it is what it is. I love everybody.
Okay.
And all lives matter.
All lives matter. They do. They should. I'm not just say they all matter, but they should matter.
Yeah, they should.
Let's start with they should matter, and then we'll get to maybe fulfilling
And
that.
shout out to all my white rappers too, man.
Shout out to the white rappers, man. Listen, a lot of white rappers doing some big things.
White rappers. I think they're very underrated in the hip hop scene.
Okay. I think white rappers usually get they due. I think so. Eminem was big. He got his due. He was one of the best at one time.
Never got his due. I feel like people still hate on Eminem.
Well, that's
if you have a top 5 MCs of all time and Eminem's not on your top 5, I feel like you're a hater. And I feel
but he's not on my top 5. He's not even close to my top 5.
There's a lot of haters.
I don't. Yeah, but Ike, I go by maybe a different measuring. Maybe we have 2 different measuring sticks of what we measure as dope. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I think he's dope. I think talent-wise, he's one of the best ever
MCs of all time. Eminem got to be in the top 5.
Yeah, but as far as body of work, I don't think he ain't fucking with certain MCs.
See, now that's what it depends what you're talking about. But if you're just talking about lyrical wise,
talent, talent wise, dude's fucking. He's great. He's probably one of the best, if not ever. So, yeah. But let's do a feelings check, man. Let's go around. How we feeling this week, man?
Where are we starting at? Here?
We starting with you, Kel. Kel, you look a little fuzzy. Wipe your camera off or something. Let's see if we can. It looks a little fuzzy for some reason. Am I the only one that sees that?
Yeah. Oh, it is.
I thought she looked fine.
No, sure. I mean, it's good, but it's for some reason it's a little fuzzy. But we're good.
I don't want to be fuzzy, wuzzy.
I don't know. It might be them still reserves.
Oh, we're good now, Kel. It looks clear.
Is it clear?
I drank one steel reserve. I got one right here. Then I got I'm gonna jump into my bottle.
Fix it again.
Jump into the bottle, hit the bottle a little bit. Wet my whistle.
Better?
Sometimes
are we better?
Gotta wet the whistle. Yeah, we're good,
You're good, Cal.
Feelings check. Let's get it.
All right. Well, I mean, I feel good. I feel a lot better than I was the last couple of weeks. I came back to my senses. I now have a nice tall cup of water next to me instead of a bottle of Moscato like I did last week. So things are looking up.
Now, is that glitter on your turtleneck?
It is.
Cal, I kind of liked.
I like it.
I like.
I didn't notice the glitter. Now I see it.
I like the glitter. I'm a glitter guy.
Okay, he's a glitter guy.
Shout out to all my glitter guys.
They might call you glitter upstate, right?
I've never been upstate. You know what I mean?
Did you watch Glitter?
But I send my people money orders though.
That's good. Money orders are good. They help. They help tremendously.
I watched the Glitter movie, Mariah Carey's movie. It's like 20 years old, but it's better. I think it's underrated. It's really good. I watched that over the weekend. And see, I told you, Ike, we still rocking.
I'm saying if you're a girl dad, you gotta be a glitter guy. You know what I mean? And shout out to all the girl dads, the glitter guys.
Crackk, are you a glitter guy, Crackk?
Not at all.
I have a daughter. I'm new at this, daughter thing, but I will say that I'm not a glitter guy. At least not yet. Not
Trust me, man. Glitter is like a big thing in the girl dad world.
Okay, it's the connection. It's the connection, huh? That's
young
what brings
girls
you all
love
together.
Glitter, man. If you want to be a girl dad, you just gotta be with the glitter, man.
Ike, man, live your truth, brother. Live your truth, man. All right, who's next?
I see what he's saying though, because even as girls get older, we still who doesn't like some shine?
Yeah, we always want that shit on their nails at the nail salon. Always want some glitter. I got some
glitter.
Is that why? Nah, you're right. I'm not gonna say what I was going to say.
Oh God.
Yeah,
something inappropriate. I'm sure
it wasn't, but it was very grandiose of me, so I won't talk about it. Who's next though? Who's checking in? Glitter. How about the glitter guys? Let's hear from
glitter guy. Can glitter guy get a check in?
Let's hear from you. What's going on with you this week?
I mean, I had a blessed week, man. For somebody that don't believe in God, I feel like I had a blessed week. But I mean, things is, you know, you have your ups and downs. You have your ups and downs, and I'm just trying to maintain. I know COVID's a big thing right now, like in my family and those around me. So I guess for the first time, I feel like I impacted like the COVID. I'm starting to see people actually die from COVID. So I guess that's kind of like, you know, affected me a little bit, but you just gotta stay strong and keep pushing. And please, everybody be safe. Like if you're around somebody with COVID, quarantine, like things like that. I know Monica talked about it a couple weeks ago about people being responsible. And I just feel like a lot of people, you know, go see family members that may be sick and then they just go to work the next day and stuff like that. I just want people to be more cautious, more aware, get tested. It's not hard. You can call. Like I know where in my state, you can call your local hospital and get a test that day. So, I mean, everybody should go out and get tested and not get other people sick. Be responsible. Like people are dying.
I want to touch on that too, just like real quick. Excuse me for interrupting.
You're good.
But what brought it up for me was, like I said, somebody I know tested positive, and then they were just like going out to the grocery store and here and there, and it's like no regards at all. And I just think that's fucked up. And then, but you know, obviously they won't go to work or nothing like that. But then you're out just doing what you have to do, and it just doesn't make sense to me, especially with the resources that we have, where you can order a lot of things online. And I've done it for a few people, like, you know, more than willing to drop off things to somebody, you know, at their doorstep, so you don't have to contact.
I think anybody would be like, not anyone, but most people are really, I don't know, it seems like a real giving time. And it usually happens when someone dies or when someone's going through something real rough. A lot of people come out the woodwork and they're just kind to people. So, you know, pandemic.
And if you think about it, it's not even that difficult. Like we all have to go get groceries, or we all have to do whatever. So if you're going and you just pick up a few things for somebody so they don't have to go out because they can't. But I guess it's just, to me, it's like, how do you know that you have it and you're just going to keep going around everywhere? Like, that's why I feel like we can't really get a hold of this, because this is such a long period of time. And I think a lot of it has to do with people just not being responsible.
I agree. Do you think,
and I don't think a lot of people know how to be responsible. I mean, the government's not telling people what they should do. I mean, I know people that's been testing positive for up to 2 weeks straight. So, I mean, you hear people and they say they're normally like, you're without this, you know, you're without the COVID virus after a week. But I know people that have COVID right now and they've tested positive for 2 straight weeks. So I know.
Definitely. Monica, check in. What's up with you?
I feel pretty good today. Today was my daughter's birthday. She turned 10.
Number 3.
Yeah. I just did a lot of like reflecting, because I just how quick that time went. I mean, I know everybody, it's cliche, it's like, oh, time flies, but it really does. Like I don't feel like it was that long ago where I was pregnant or in labor, and now all of a sudden my kid's 10. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's like
kids, time definitely flies, man.
Yeah. Like, you know how like you could see your memories and stuff on Facebook? So like I just seen like all the, you know, different photos and how much she's changed, you know, since she was little. So I thought
you were saying, or Kelly, did you post that, Kel, of Kellen and her? That was on her birthday, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, that was her birthday. Like,
I think that was her birthday. I still remember that, because we were sitting in your old apartment in the kitchen.
Yeah.
The picture was taken.
Yeah.
And they had the cupcakes or something, whatever they had. I don't know what they read. Yeah.
And I just talked to her not too long ago, and I said, "You even look 10." She's all grown. Her hair's all long, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I actually thought she was older than 10, because my oldest daughter's 11, and I thought she was older than my oldest daughter.
She's changing. Like her facial features are changing. Because you know, it's been a while since I haven't seen her. You know, I see her on Zoom and maybe on like FaceTime or something, but like her facial features change. Like, it's funny how people just change. Like,
it really is crazy.
Like my
You should
baby's
hear
just
she's like, I'm
changing.
double digits. Like it now comes with
Yeah,
like all these special privileges or
I
something.
think
Like, now
double
you get to
digits
do
is
more
like the
work.
first. Like, do you agree, Monica? Like double digits is like the first age that like matters.
Well, yeah, it's kind of the most like for parents, like damn, 10.
Yeah, at least
You know
for
what I mean?
parents.
Yeah, I think so too.
Double digits is like wow. Like you know what I mean? Like I've been a parent this long. Like that's
Yeah.
it don't seem like it seemed like you said, it seemed like yesterday we had our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Crackk, check in, baby. How you feeling?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Taking it easy. That's all.
I know that's right. Joey Krills, what you released this week? You released something this week, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah,
The freestyle joint, right?
yeah, Quiet Storm.
Quiet Storm freestyle. Go check that joint out. Yeah, I mean YouTube. Where is it at? Where can they find it, Crackk?
I think it's only on Facebook and Instagram right now. I ain't uploading
Facebook.
nowhere else.
Okay. Well, Facebook and Instagram, check that joint out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna flash up Crack's Instagram so you can go check that out right now. Check that shit the fuck out.
And you just recently dropped another one too, right? To like one of I don't know,
Victory.
Yeah, that's I like that
Victory.
joint. That joint's fire.
Definitely
Everybody
the Victory
go
joint.
check that
Check
shit
out
out.
Crackk, man. On Instagram, man. He's going crazy this year. You know what I mean? Shout out to the white rappers too. Ike said it earlier. There's a lot of motherfuckers killing shit.
Yeah, but I don't consider Crackk like your average white rapper. So yeah, Crackk ain't on that list. You know what I mean?
That's because we
Crackk
know
one of the
Crackk.
niggas,
I don't
you know
know.
what I mean?
I don't know OT, but OT might be as real as
He
Crackk.
one of the niggas too. To me, like the white rapper list would be like Eminem, Russ, like maybe John Murdoch. Like I consider like OT and Crackk like they just one of the niggas.
I got you.
So you don't consider them white rappers? I fuck with Ike.
Nah, I don't. I mean, that's just I don't.
I'll check in. It's a good week. You know what I mean? Work, just trying to work hard, I guess, at everything to get better at everything. And I'm gonna say one thing. I dropped a new video. Go check that shit the fuck out. If you haven't yet, that shit is fucking fire. Oh shit. Definitely hit the wrong button on them Krills, you know what I'm saying? But we working. You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, we just working hard, man. Trying to get this shit cracking.
I see you got on your Trump flannel.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a Trump flannel, my nigga. But
I mean, I just seen everybody that stormed the Capitol had that flannel on. So I didn't know if that was a shout out to them or.
It's a shout out to my fellow Americans, man.
Just being observant. Yeah, I noticed the motherfucking Trump flannel, so I had to say something.
Nah, this is actually a polo flannel.
You
I don't
see,
think they was rocking.
what MLK thought about.
I don't think
the
they
flag.
rocking. I'm clashing it with the hat. But this is Ralph Lauren, baby. Throwback. You know what I mean?
They say Trump on the back though.
He wasn't wearing this
around.
shit. Now you might have seen him wearing some Carhartt. You might have seen him rocking the Carhartt pattern, but they wasn't rocking this pattern up in the fucking Capitol building. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
I could be mistaken.
Yeah, they wasn't. I'm just telling you.
You gotta turn around though. It don't say Trump on the back.
Only one that was down there looking crazy that might have had this on was.
Doing an edit part. I have a question. See how you talked about your video? I remember Crackk can bring up the videos. Could we give him like a little piece of your video?
I was trying to do that. I was just trying to
That's
do
what
it.
he was trying to do when he clicked himself off.
Oh,
I
okay.
took myself off by accident. Hold on. I'm gonna try it one more time real quick.
All right, wait.
Because I had it up before y'all got on.
All right.
I mean, I wonder if that's something you could do later too.
It says choose another video though. It's not letting me.
Yo, what about Crackk? Remember when we did that video the other day? I think it was me, you, and Monica. Did you ever send that to Corey?
I saved it to the cloud. I don't know if you ever checked.
I just want to know if that, like, you know, if we're able to do that as a backup.
Well, no, he just turns his hotspot on and connects to that.
Hotspot, Fox.
Or we can't hear it though.
Nah, you ain't gonna be able to hear it. I don't know how to do all that. But
Okay.
you can see it. This is the video. It's out. Go check that shit out.
Go
Dope ass graffiti house down in Central Phoenix. That shit was hard.
You killed it with that. That shit.
I thought it was a good video. I thought it came out better. I think I'm getting better with each one. I think so.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Absolutely.
You just did another video too, right? Or am I mistaken?
This one's out right now.
No, but you just did another one too, right? Or no? Was that just a song?
Nah, that was a song.
The No Mas joint? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to live no mas. That's
that
out.
Shit was fire. I ain't
exclusively on YouTube.
I thought that shit was fire.
No, it was dope. I liked it. I thought it was dope when I recorded it. It was like sometimes you record shit, Crackk can vouch for this. Crackk, sometimes you record some shit and you know it's heat. You like, this shit is heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just know off top, like, this joint on fire.
Well, he cracked because everything he do is heat.
Yeah, but but even as an MC, there's certain
like, you gotta
where
cook
you're
up
like,
to get cracked, dog. Come on, man. You sleeping, man.
Shut up. Shut up. The fuck? Nah, but sometimes you just know, like, this joint right here is fire. Every verse ain't the same.
Oh, like you use the microwave on this joint, huh?
I don't know about the microwave. I don't catch it. I don't catch where you're going with these. Like, you're losing.
Oh, my fault.
What the fuck a microwave got to do with a verse?
Nothing. Just keep it.
Maybe talking about the heat.
Because you were talking about this. Yeah, you was talking about the difference in each verse, how you know one is better, and he was talking about the weaker one was cooked in the microwave.
The microwave.
That's not what I was talking about, but I think right, he was close.
Like, I got some Jones.
I'm talking about what I used to do in the microwave. Yeah, man, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, man, if I didn't want to use the food or the stove, I used the microwave.
Yeah, we completely lost then.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in the streets, man. I'm talking about street dudes. You know what I was talking about. Cooking up in the microwave. Shout out to all my street dudes, man. Stay off the streets.
Yeah, I will say this though.
Get wiser.
I will say this. Chris Cadence, excuse me, drew a blank there for a second. Chris Cadence said when he was on the podcast about what's his name? Cooks, God Cooks. I forget his name. He's dope as fuck, bro. If you haven't heard this, bro, I'm gonna give you his name right now. Stove God Cooks. Oh my God. He dropped the EP last year. It's only like 3 or 4 songs on the joint, but that shit is heat. This bull fire, man. And like, if he keeps dropping music, I know this shit his whole swag is ill. Like, he got the swag where it's hard to make a whack joint. Remember Superb? He used to fuck with Wu-Tang, he fuck with Ghostface. He was on Ghostface's album. Yeah. Superb had the flow that was like so dope that it's hard not to like the verse, no matter what song he's on. He don't even got to say nothing, but he just kills it because of how he raps. You know what I'm saying? Right. And this bull's kind of similar. He reminds me of kind of that type of style. And all he talks about is, trapping and shit like that. But the way he be putting shit together is just...
Yeah, I got to check him out. I never heard of that bull. What's his name?
He fucks with Rock Marcy. He's done a lot of work with Rock Marcy, too. He's featured on a lot of his albums. His name is Stove. Huh? He's from New York.
Right. Okay.
I believe he's from Queens. I believe
What's
he's
his
from
name?
Queens. Stove God Cooks.
Stove God Cook.
He's heat. Shout out to Stove God Cooks.
And shout out to Chris Cadence, because I mean that nigga know hip hop. So if he say something hot,
and Chris, we're gonna get Chris back on. I think we talked about getting him back on, and we might do a quantum mechanics reunion thing. I've been so busy that I didn't want to have to plan that out and get that cracking yet. But we'll definitely do we'll try to get a QM reunion. I think they said DNA was down to do it, so I could probably get my brother on and we could figure that out. That'd be a fun.
He also said he wanted to do a mulatto show too. Shout out to all the mulattoes.
Shout out to the mulattoes, and if anyone's offended by mulatto, shout out to the mixed people. I guess.
Mulatto.
If you're offended,
because I just seen that. I seen that. And I think we talked about it. I think we talked about it on another podcast.
No, I believe we wanted to discuss it, but we didn't get into.
We never got into how mulatto is supposedly. But we'll talk about that on maybe a show. We'll do a show about that. What
I think we should.
What topic were we jumping into? Kelly had a great topic this week that I wanted to dive into first.
When you fell in love with hip hop and who introduced you to it.
Nice. I like it. Kelly, go first.
I feel like I know for me. You want to go first? Yeah, go ahead.
Who's going? I thought Kelly was going. I'm gonna go.
I thought Ike was
It
going.
don't matter. I'll go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was going, Kel.
That's
This
all right.
shit looks like Hollywood Squares. Everybody talks that they're
All
square.
right. When I first fell in love with hip hop, I was really young. I know they say you can't remember like things that happened when you were a little kid, but I'm telling you, I was 3 years old, maybe 4.
What was
My
Trish
mom
H banging?
She had the Run DMC, and my favorite song on this tape was "You Talk Too Much." Oh boy, you never shut up. And I'm
All
a little
kids-
ass kid,
I
right?
think all kids love that song. That song was the shit.
Yeah.
I did.
So look, I was like 3 or 4. But anyway, this is what I'm trying to tell you. So my mom had this dope ass radio, like this huge gray John. And
Shout
I
out to
remember
Trish.
being little, and I got the Run DMC tape, and I stuck it in there, and I pushed it, and I hit play, and I just started going hard.
Can you push it again? Show us how you pushed it.
What? I just pushed it hard.
All right, yeah, you pushed that drum crazy.
Yeah, I pushed that drum mad crazy. So I mean, that's when like my first memories is when I knew I was like in love with hip hop, and then I get to like 7 years old. My cousin Mike Bellamy bought me a Tribe Called Quest album. It was
Mike Bellamy, not to cut you off, Kel. Mike Bellamy used to drive around always. He always had systems in his shit. He always had the dope ass whips. And
he always had a nice car, definitely.
He didn't play. He didn't play around with that. So he got me Midnight. It was at Marador's Tribe Called Quest in 1993. And then my mom's boyfriend, John Brown from Norristown, he got me into like Wu-Tang, Gangstar, and I'm in like 3rd, 4th grade and shit, but I knew all the words to Scenario.
What was his name again?
John Brown from Norristown. He used to like to say that, That's what I always call him.
Shout out to John Brown from
Norristown. Used to watch Yo MTV Raps. Like after, especially on Fridays, like after school, and I used to be excited and like second,
that shit, Fab
3rd
Five
grade,
Freddy.
like like I'm going home, I'm watching your MTV Rap, so I watched.
He had these glasses on. I got these glasses.
We got the glasses on. So anyway, me and John Brown used to rock out. So I got to give him his props. Respect to John Brown
from Norristown.
From Norristown. Because of him, I learned all the words to Scenario.
Where's he from, Cal?
Norristown.
John Brown from Norristown.
Okay. And then, as time went on, my mom is big on music. So, I mean, she bought me the Tupac All Eyes on Me tape, and I was probably in 5th or 5th grade. But, I mean, I learned a lot. It's a fire album. And then, of course, that's how
that was my first hip hop album that I got.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
that
those.
That was a double album, right?
Yeah, double.
Yeah. So, long story short, I'd have to say who introduced me to it. I fell in love with it at about 3 years old, and I was really introduced with it first by my mom. Then Mike Bellamy, John Brown, huge influences. And then as I got older, just getting with my friends and stuff, getting into underground hip hop, all that, just and here we are. And then my closest friends are part of, the illest underground hip hop group. I'm just going to say it, not even being biased, but it got me here. You know what I mean? Just my love for hip hop. It's never ending.
Foundation.
F-dation. Even when I go to Walgreens and I know I need foundation, I just go F-dation. And I know what I need when I get in that joint.
F-dation.
There you go.
Is that your list?
F-dation is always on my list. I always need foundation. Bitch, check the streets.
You guys got a channel now, right? What's that shit? I know you guys got don't you guys have what is it, a John Murdoch or a Foundation channel on one of them sports, or one of them
Pandora.
Pandora,
yeah. Oh yeah, and I found that.
Yeah, make sure everybody knows. Make sure
I
everybody know
gotta
that
take all
shit.
the credit for it. Some just told me because I got a producer that's a friend, Stu Bangers, and I seen that him and Vanderslice had one. So something just told me, I'm like, let me try John Murdoch. I put it in and like there it was, and then here's all this like foundation music. You know, I heard like songs with Corey Lex, and I'm just like, yo, this is life, this is love right here.
Yeah, that's fire.
You know, so anytime I can put on Pandora and Corey's voice is what comes out my fucking speakers, that shit just blows my mind. It really does.
I remember
beautiful.
I was in the gym. I was living up in Bucks County in the recovery house, John, getting my fucking life together. And I was in the gym the one day and I had Pandora on my phone and I threw it on while I was working out. And I was like, let me try this real quick. And I put in John Murdoch and this shit was heat. I was like, get the fuck out of here. This shit was crazy. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. But like I was like, I didn't realize, you know, because I'm not hip with all this technology either. I'm still learning a lot of this shit. And fucking, especially being in and out of jail and stuff, like you just don't, like people that just were out here with the shit longer know how to use it. Right. Know what the shit, you know, that's everything does. And shit. But yeah, it was dope. I was like, it fucked me up a little bit because I was like, yo, this is crazy. It's just crazy.
It's crazy. Like hearing yourself on Pandora.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know, like when people hear themselves on the radio, like back in the day, they get hyped, like, oh, my shit's on the radio.
I schooled this young boy. I gave him me, Crack's new shit, my shit. Every time something new drops from like anybody out of our squad, I always give it to this young boy I work with. He's a dishwasher. Young boy. He's like 20 years old. White boy. He's like half Native American, half white, but he's, you know, just funny as shit, like goofy ass young boy. And he fucks with the shit. So I walked into work the other day and he's banging my shit. I said, yo, turn some of that shit off. Because he had the one joint on, with the one I dropped after they stormed the Capitol, Crack. I was like, yo, turn that shit off. I was like, yo, don't play that shit while you in here, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no political shit. You know what I mean? Being played at work. Nigga, I work here. Nigga. Damn.
All right. You said he was half white, half Native American?
Yeah. Just that I walked in and young boy was banging my shit through the big ass speaker in the dish room.
Oh, he was looking out. He hooked that shit up.
You said he was half white, half Native American?
Yeah, his mother's Native American, and she works with us. She's a waitress, and he's the dishwasher. Okay. He's a young boy. She got him a job.
So I wonder what's his opinion on Columbus Day?
He's very pro-Native. He loves his Native heritage. He does. I mean,
Columbus Day got to fuck him up.
We have those conversations and stuff. Like you know what I mean? That's his thing. He loves it. You know, and if you are Native and you know the history of this country and some of the shit that they went through, man, like, you know what I mean? That's his people.
So what's he really think about Columbus Day, though?
I haven't asked him, Mike. I don't know
what
about Columbus Day.
We could probably have a whole
podcast. How you know.
We could, Isaac. We could have.
Can I say this real quick? Ike, what drugs did you take today?
This is how you know everybody just high as shit, except for
y'all told me y'all want a funny podcast. I'm gonna bring a funny fucking podcast. Let's go.
We went so far off topic. We went from hip hop to killing Indians.
Yeah, man, that was wild out, boy. We want some funny shit. Let's go.
Wild out.
I put my funny glasses on.
My funny
Crack.
You know what I mean?
Who introduced
Shout out
you
to the funny glasses. The funny glasses.
Crack, who introduced you to hip hop?
Corey, that's your Irish twin. That's crazy. Both y'all shout out.
That we're damn near twins.
Shout out to Relapse.
Shout out to Relapse. Relapse made the video.
Why wasn't he in the new video?
Yeah, man? I thought he wasn't going to be in there, but he made it.
He was in there.
Oh, he did make the video?
He was in there like swimwear.
He was in there. He made a few shots. He was late as shit, but he made it.
Yeah, I ain't seen him. I guess
then he left his mask behind.
Yeah, he left his mask there. So I told him that, you know, he ain't getting on the next song. He fucking up. He was late. You can't be late for the video shoot and expect to get on the next track. You know what I'm saying, Crack? Can't just be late for the studio session and shit. Niggas is fucking up. Yeah. But Crack, how'd you come into hip hop?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's a hard question. That's a hard question because I don't know, and I remember a lot of shit from when I was younger. But
Crack, you did say like a week or two ago that you had a stepdad, I believe, that was putting you on to a lot of hip hop back in the day. I don't know if he was the first one to introduce you to it, but you did talk about him a few weeks ago.
We ain't talking about that. He ain't never put me on no hip hop. He ain't listen to hip hop.
I thought you said he did a couple weeks ago. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was somebody else.
Yeah. But no, I know when I first really started getting like CDs and all that, it came from Columbia House. That's really where it started at. The free CDs. And I think the first rap CD I ever got off the joint was Warren G.
Oh yeah.
Regulator.
Yeah, that's what you talked about.
Regulator.
Yeah, and literally though, I used to listen to the whole album front to back though. Like I knew other songs more than I knew Regulators at one point.
Right.
Like this DJ and all that.
You don't look like one of them Regulator type bulls.
But hey yo, listen though, hold on real quick. This has to do with this though. But the other night where I'm working at now, they're a little older. Then they were sitting around talking about hip hop. They was talking about like Run DMC and all them, like all the, you know, that's a little before my time. I know who they are. I've listened to them, but to be able to really have a discussion about them, I really couldn't. So this kind of question came up, and they was like, well, what's the first hip hop album or something? So I was like, Warren G. I said, Regulators. They had nerve to say, oh yeah, you cried when Nate Dogg died.
Oh my
if that was your first album, you definitely cried when Nate Dogg died.
How about when he died and we told Corey?
Corey posted some ignorant shit.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember that. Somebody probably did that shit. I don't know who did that shit.
Shout
out to Nate Dogg. I fuck with Nate Dogg.
No, you didn't fuck with him then. Or you were in a mood that day. You said he was trash.
Yeah. Paul tells the shit. I said, damn.
No, Nate Dogg definitely wasn't trash.
About Nate Dogg.
That's not my cup of tea.
Listen,
but Nate Dogg was not trash.
I had a rough couple of years. I don't know what I was talking about.
Nate Dogg was way hotter than Warren G.
I love Nate Dogg.
If you had a Nate Dogg hook, you was in there. That's what that was.
Hell yeah.
Oh no. Niggas ain't scared of hustle.
I love that song.
That shit was fire, man.
That shit was fire. Nate Dogg was fire. I don't know what I was talking about that day, but shout out to Nate Dogg.
Shout out and rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Now look, so what was the first? I got a quick question just to elaborate, I guess, on what we're talking about, or get back on subject. I don't know where we are, but anyway,
Crackk gotta finish his hip hop story.
Okay, all right. Well, there we go.
All right, but hold on. What's the second part to the question?
Well, when you first fell in love with,
and who introduced you
to it?
Yeah,
what introduced you to it? You could have just been watching Yo MTV Raps. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I was gonna say, and probably one of the biggest influences was back when 106 in Park had Freestyle Friday.
Okay, all right.
Now, was that just the battle or just a Freestyle Friday? Did they battle?
Yeah, the battles.
Okay.
They were good. I remember them. I do remember them.
Was that the shit with like Blind Fury?
Exactly. Well, Blind Fury did both. He did the joint, I think it was MTV that RJ Payne did in them.
Okay.
See, I never even heard of RJ Payne till recently.
Yeah, Rain Man. You never heard of him as Rain Man?
RJ Payne? RJ Payne's Rain Man.
Yeah, I don't know if I heard of him as Rain Man.
Nigga is fire, bro. RJ Payne's one of the hottest underground rappers out.
He is hot. I guess I wasn't that familiar with him.
And he's from
he was on the DVD era.
Yeah, and I'm from that era, so yeah, I probably know him from back then.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up though. That makes the 106 in Park. Yeah, I remember them battles too. I used to watch those. Those were dope. They had him on something else too. I remember the little Asian boy used to kill it.
No, he was on. That was him.
He was on that too.
He was on that. Yeah.
Jin, that's okay. That's him.
He got signed to Rough Riders.
Yeah, that was my band.
He was trash once he got signed.
Yeah,
right?
he didn't do anything in the industry.
I never even heard of him after that.
Man, he was in movies. He was in the Fast and the Furious 2 movie.
So he went in he got signed a record deal to go into acting.
But he's the Asian dude. He's the Asian dude on Fast and the Furious on part 2 or something.
I think he works at my casino.
I don't know. That sounded kind of racist, but I don't know.
Nah, I mean, there's a bunch of Asians working at
I don't know though.
They look like one of them.
Asian, yo, I will say this: if you go to AC, you go to Vegas, you see a lot of Asians. They love the game.
They
will say that.
it. They
do
gamble.
They got money. You gotta have money.
Stereotype.
You gotta have money to gamble.
Stereotype that's real as shit. Them motherfuckers love the game.
And they're good at it. I played blackjack with a lot of them. When we're over here on another subject here, but anyway.
They play Baccarat.
I heard about that game. I know that's like a money game right there.
Yeah, it's a money game. It pays big.
Corey, what about your hip hop? How about that?
My hip hop. I don't know. I was introduced probably to hip hop through probably my brothers, my cousin Jay. I know my cousin Jay used to go to my grandma's crib and he would have all his CDs lined up like in the living room. And he would add doubles of certain stuff. So I would take the one, take it home for the week, listen to it, dub it, and then bring his CD back. Now I will say there was times I didn't bring the CD back, but you know what I mean? I tried to bring his CDs back because he would have everything, like anything that dropped, Spice One, all that shit. I could like listen to so much different hip hop because of Jay. And Jay was always into like a different sound and like he fucked with the East Coast shit, but not as hard as he liked like dance music and shit like that. So he liked that bass music in the South and all that shit. Like he always was on that shit. He always liked that shit. He'd have Goody Mob, Outkast.
West Coast
vibe. He had a lot of West Coast shit.
A lot of West Coast shit.
He had Outkast. First time I heard Southern Playalistic was his Joan. That Joan blew my mind when I heard that album. Yeah. That shit was fire. But yeah, like shit like that. I don't know. I was just listening to like good shit because I just had his CDs there like at my disposal. So I was listening to everything. Some of the shit I liked, some of the shit I didn't. Like I was never a huge Ice Cube fan. I just ain't really fuck with Cube as much as some people did. But he was dope, though. Like
I did.
Yeah, and he was mad dope. But I just like it was certain artists I cling to. I liked it more. Like
I'm saying, was today a good day?
Yeah, that's fire. That whole album was fire. But I'm saying I just wasn't as big on him as some people were. But he's fire though.
Did y'all used to like Video Music Box?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
They would play more underground shit. Like, you know what I mean, compared to like MTV. MTV wasn't playing the shit that music video box. You catch a Wu-Tang video on
Video Music Box.
I
liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, that was
that BET came out when I was a kid, so that was all new. Them playing like real rap videos on TV and shit. That shit was brand new. And it was like I was growing up right then in that era when we first got it. I remember when we first got BET. I remember Chris, listen, shout out to Vanderslice. His older brother, Jimmy V, told me about it. He said, y'all don't be watching BET. And remember he turned it on. I was like, oh shit, what is this? We didn't even know we had it. Like it was a new channel that just came out. You know what I'm saying? So like everyone had it, but no, I didn't know I had it. It was like 60 something. It was like in the high number. You know what I'm saying?
Look, they didn't even want us to have it in Phoenixville. I remember my mom like signing like some type of petition or something so that we could have that channel and play it in Phoenixville. It was something I gotta ask her more details, but
that's wild. But yeah, that's when BET first started. I remember that shit, and it blew my mind because then they would have Rap City. Was it Rap City?
Yes.
With Joe Claire or something. Remember that? We was kids when that shit came out.
Oh yeah, Tigger in the Basement. Yeah.
Nah, Joe Claire.
Shout out to Russ too, because he killed the basement though with Tigger.
How about when Ghost cussed out Tigger in the one joint?
I don't think he cussed him out. He just checked him. Remember? He was like,
he checked the shit out of him.
He asked him what's in the bag.
Yeah.
He asked Ghostface what's in the bag. Ghost was like, don't worry about the fuck's in my bag. I was like, yo, Ghost snapped on air. And they kept that shit in too. They kept it in the edit.
Sure did.
Who the fuck asked somebody what's in the
That sounds
bag?
like an answer I'd give.
That sound like the police.
Yeah, like what the fuck you worry about that for?
You know what the fuck is in the bag,
Not
nigga?
bag, okay?
Monica, when did you first get introduced to hip hop?
Well, my aunt bought me that Tupac album. That was probably the first hip
What
hop
year was
album I
that?
had.
What year was that? 94, 95?
All Eyes on Me, 95 or
I was
90.
gonna say, yeah, I think like 94, 95, because I was probably like 11 or 12, maybe something like that.
That's crazy. Think about anymore. If you're 11 or 12, you already heard some hip hop or was like really into it by then. Back then, we didn't have the internet and shit. Like back then, you had to like, you had to go. Remember, you had to go buy physical copies of somebody's shit.
Yeah,
it changed the game. Like this internet shit totally like changed the game.
Do you remember how many cassette tapes I had, Kelly?
Oh my gosh, I do, because it was a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy because I actually just tried to go to the store the other day.
We tried to steal Dee's Capadonna CD and hid it in my Timberland boot. Sorry, Dee.
It was the tape.
The tape, yeah. So we stuffed it. And I'm pretty sure he found it in my Tim. He bought those pair of Tims too. So that was all types of fucked up. We would draw.
He was wondering why he was limping out the room and nothing happened, huh? Like, what the fuck, kid? Why you limping? Because I stole your tape.
Oh, you did the pillage.
Nah, that pillage was fire too, though. Yeah,
that's why
the pillage was heat.
That pillage was fire.
The pillage was heat. Definitely.
I like Split Splash. I like that beat. Doom, doom, doom.
I'm saying that was definitely Capadonna's hottest shit, right?
Yeah, that was
pillage.
That was
that about sums it up. I'm just kidding.
But nah, he jumped on. Listen,
yeah, for Cap,
he killed that Joan on Flying Dutchman.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, he flushed
He bodied that. He kind of flashed back on him to like that pillage era. I thought in that Joan. I thought
that pillage album, that Joan was crazy, man.
No, it brought him back when he was on that Flying Dutchman. That brought him back.
That Flying Dutchman, I mean, the hottest foundation album ever.
I think it's the best album we did yet.
I mean, I've been waiting for Lex album for like 6 years. Shout out Lex Star, with my favorite MC of all time.
Lex Star. I just spoke to Murdoch. It's definitely coming. I think it's pretty much done.
I mean, it was coming for years, but I hope it comes, man.
Yeah, but
Shout out
it's
to
done
Lex
now.
Star.
So the artwork's done. Everything's done. So it's coming. It's dropping probably really soon. I don't know when. You gotta talk to Lex Starwin about that.
I think that shit gonna go platinum.
Let's hope it does. You know what I'm saying? I like the positive energy. Let's roll with that. Let's hope it goes platinum. I hope it does go platinum. Because if it goes platinum, I'm buying that house in Scottsdale. You know what I'm saying? I told you, motherfucker. Shout out to Foundation Music Group. I'm buying me a crib in Scottsdale.
Yeah. What is he drinking?
What are you drinking?
Ike, what's up with you? Hip hop. It had to be the same as me. Jay.
Ike, what are you drinking?
What am I drinking?
Yeah.
What's in that can?
Don't check her like
what's in the
can?
What's in the can?
Yeah.
I'm told I'm not allowed to talk what's in the can.
Is it a logo?
Oh, hell no. I never drank one of them in my life.
Ike sipping lean.
Always heard bad things about them shits.
Me too. That's what I thought it was, though.
Nah, I mean, I never even had one in my life, a Four Loko. No.
Of course, that's like my dad loves them.
I've always been scared of them. So I never had one.
Isaac's even scared of them. Big Andy loves them.
I'll tell you what, they taste like shit though. They're one of the worst tasting beers. They're disgusting.
I didn't even know it was a beer.
They get you tore up.
That thing can get you tore up.
Caffeine mixed with crack too. So what is it? Oh, are you done? Is it on Monica or is it on me as far as like
you?
It's on me.
It's been on you, Ike.
All right. I mean, as far as my. So what was the question? Can you shoot the question at me again?
Yes. When did you first fall in love with hip hop, and who introduced you to it, or what introduced you to it?
All right. I would say as far as when I fell in love with hip hop, I would say it was definitely when I first heard Juicy from Biggie.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
And to this day, it's still my favorite hip hop song of all time.
The crazy thing is, this is crazy. Remember back in the day? I don't know if y'all remember Urban Expressions. They used to come on. Urban Expressions used to come on one of the crazy channels, like up like 50 something on a Saturday night between like a certain time, like midnight to 2 in the morning or something. Come on.
Yeah, hold on. Before you finish, right? Do I kind of look like the light-skinned Black Thought, or am I tripping?
A little bit.
A little bit?
I see it.
All right, go ahead with your story. Finish it.
I see. So listen, we sitting here watching Urban Expressions, and Juicy came on for the first time. And the crazy thing is, I remember I was watching it with you. We was in the living room watching that shit. Dad let us stay up late to watch it or something, or Mom or somebody did. And we was up watching that shit, and Juicy came on. And I remember I was like, yo, this is my favorite song. This joint right here is crazy. Like when that joint that shit was crazy.
That's what's up. Ike
was always banging like big, though. Ike, you always was bumping that Biggie Small shit.
Yeah, I mean, that to me, like that's when I fell in love with hip hop. When I first heard Juicy and just Biggie, you know what I mean? That's when I first definitely fell in love with hip hop.
You had one of the biggest collections too at one time. Ike was making mixtapes for people. Ike, niggas was checking for a new Ike mixtape and shit. Like this shit was crazy. Ike was making mixtapes with all the music he had and shit. And he would.
Yeah, I mean, I fell in love with music at an early age, and
you had your first business was selling mixtapes. If an album came out, Ike would buy the album, and then he would dub it like 5-6 times and sell them Jones.
I used to save up my lunch money and shit every day.
I used to hustle
every week and buy like new CDs.
Yeah.
And my pop pulled me to the side when he seen like old heads pulling up at the house, knocking on the door, like asking if I was at the crib. And my pop was like, yo, is you hustling and shit? I'm like, nah, Pop, like I'm selling CDs.
Yeah.
And that was like my first hustle. Like I had grown niggas showing up every day at my door, knocking on the door, like, yo, I need this and this. And I was selling CDs.
My dad bought him the CD burner and everything. He's burning them bitches off and everything. That shit was crazy.
So I could make people custom CDs and shit. And I had my back door jumping. You know what I mean? Like straight off mixed.
I know that's the fuck right.
I was selling them shits for like $5 a CD.
So listen, if an album just came out and you wanted that joint, you just go see Ike and get that joint for a nickel. Like, here, let me get that. You get the burnt.
And then I had to copy the CD. I would even copy the case, so you had the
Ike
case.
Was doing track lists. He'll write down the track list for you.
Nah, I didn't have to write it down. I had a printer, and I copied the actual, like, you know what I mean, front and back of the case and printed them out and cut them out. And I had the actual, my shit was official, dog.
All right.
I had the blue stamp, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I had the blue bags.
Ike had the blue bags jumping on Grover Street. I know that's
the blue bag CDs.
What's that? Old English?
Well, it looks like
Old English.
Like Old English 800.
Yep.
I don't drink that, man. I'm a little more high classy than that, man.
Like sipping that
but as far as my hip hop story though, like I fell in love with hip hop with that Biggie Juicy. And I mean, I love hip hop for a long time. That was like my first love, like along with sports. But like, I guess my hip hop story is a little different from you guys' hip hop story because I kind of fell out of love with hip hop. You know what I mean? And I would feel like I don't really feel like I'm in love with hip hop no more. So I would like to say like I fell out of love with hip hop in like 1998.
I can dig that. That's when a lot of people I've heard say that.
It's kind of like when I fell out of love with hip hop, like, because growing up in the era I grew up with, like all my favorite rappers got killed. So it's like my favorite 4 rappers that I grew up with, they all dead. Like Biggie, Tupac, Big L, and Big Pun.
Yeah.
Big Pun didn't get killed. I mean, it was health shit, but I mean, my top 4 rappers are all time, like they all dead. So that's why I say for me, hip hop died in like 1998, and we talking about 20 something years ago, and that shit still ain't come back to life for me. So that's why I like, you know what I mean? I look out to like Crackk and Ricky Fitz, like save hip hop, man. Cause like for people like me, like old heads, like hip hop died like 20 something years ago, and I'm still trying to like get that shit back to life. I mean, I don't listen to music like I used to, but I mean that's because music died. I mean, it's just like anything else that died, you kind of like fall out of love with that shit, and you gotta move on. So
I mean, I feel you. And music's
and now I've been listening to Chainsmokers. So baby, hold me.
But shout out to like new MCs like Benny the Butcher. Yeah, I mean that's my favorite MC. Griselda, Conway. Like shout out to like Russ. You know what I mean? Like from my white rappers, because I love my white rappers. You know what I mean? But
Russ is that last album.
OT the Real. That's my favorite MC from Philadelphia. So you know what I mean? Shout out to all my real MCs, man. That's trying to like. You know what I mean? Bring hip hop back, because hip hop died for like a lot of us like back in the 90s, and we in 2021. So you're talking about 23 years that hip hop been dead.
And you know what's crazy? My boss, he's really into music, and you by looking at him, you would never like realize or like it would blow your mind. He was like, Kelly, he said, he said, is hip hop even hip hop anymore today? He was like, because he's got sons and they're young. Like one's like 20, the other one's like 17. And they be putting them on to certain things. Like, you know, he was playing Meek Mill in his office the other day. But he's like, this isn't like hip hop though. He's like, when I think hip hop, and then he goes on to talk about like, you know, like NWA, stuff like that, like stuff he used to bang when he was younger. And it's just like, it's not like really hip hop anymore. I don't know what to call it. Then he tried to describe, he was like, what's that shit? And he's like, the beat just goes the same. And the rappers were like, and I said, I think that's mumble rap or like trap music. And he was like, I can't stand that fucking shit.
Me neither. I have to agree. I can't take it.
And I just couldn't believe I was having this conversation with my boss. Like, if you walked by him, you would never know that he knew so much about hip hop, but he was on point. And he's not even mumble rap, which, you know, I can't. But I ain't going to act like I ain't never listened to mumble rap before, because, you know, is 21 Savage mumble rap? Because I banged some of his shit. I ain't even going to lie. Somebody might
I would say he probably is. But I like some of his stuff too. I don't know. I listen to a lot of music, so I just listen to shit.
Yeah.
I'm always listening to music. So I always, if an album comes out, I'm listening to it just to see if I like it or not. I might like one or two songs, and I fuck with one or two songs.
I like them.
Yeah, I haven't heard much from him lately though.
Nah, me either.
But he's a superstar now. He's that big in the game. So listen, I don't knock nobody for getting their bread. Get your money. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I like this shit.
So is that
there's a lot of good, and this to kind of, I'm not trying to disagree with you, Ike, but there's a lot of good fucking music out there though. Still good hip hop, good people that was doing the same type music we grew up to. There's a lot of artists out there, and there's a lot of people like Planet Asia. He's still dropping fire after like every John he's on is heat. And I think he just did another album. I think he's doing an album with Alchemist. That John's gonna be crazy. Like Alchemist, everything Alchemist been jumping on. Freddie Gibbs's last album, like Alfredo, that John was crazy. Like hip hop, there's still some good fucking music out there.
I think a lot of it is just because I'm not around the same friends, and I'm a parent now. So yeah, I mean, you kind of like, I mean, obviously I'm a parent now, so I'm not just like, I don't listen to music, and I'm focused on like, you know, parenting and trying to like, when I do parent, when I do listen to music, trying to have like semi-appropriate music because I have two daughters. So it kind of limits, my time listening to music. But I'm sure there is great hip hop. I guess because I'm not around the same friends and people don't text me and show me where to find the good music. So I'm not exposed to it. I think that's probably a lot of it for me. Like
you start texting your brother more often with some new music and shit.
I mean, I'm just not probably exposed to it as much as maybe like others
I sent you the new Russ when it dropped a month ago.
I mean, ever since I heard Russ, I've been a big fan.
Listen, that song with him. First of all, Russ, shout out to Russ. He was on $1 Million Worth of Game last night. It came out, so he's on this week's episode of $1 Million Worth of Game. Russ to me he's the illest new rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like new nigga on the block.
Benny's the hottest new rapper. You know what I mean?
Did the song come out? I've seen
Russ is a better artist. Go ahead, Monica.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I seen a preview. It was like Noriega, Conway, and Method Man. So I guess they got a song coming out.
They might. Meth's been getting on a lot of stuff lately. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was on that joint with Goods. Shout out to Goods. That shit was dope. I liked it. And he's been on that Conway joint.
I seen a thing on Instagram. You know how they just give you the beginning part. So I think it's like I said, Noriega, Conway, Meth, and I think a girl might be on there too.
And I think Method Man had verse of the year last year.
With the Lemon?
Yeah. I thought I was pretty locked on that's verse of the year. Definitely.
I started making out with this motherfucker.
I'm about to twist me another Jones too.
Are we breaking?
What else were we talking about this week? I mean, hip hop is just
work-life balance. I don't know if you want to go there yet, though.
Yeah, we could do that. Jump in, Cal. Set it off. How do you balance your work-life balance? How's that? How do you have a healthy work-life balance?
Well, I mean, I'm blessed with the job that I have. That's important to them. So, I mean, and it's important to me. And I think everyone should have, especially if you're working like 40, 60, people working 70 hours a week and shit. But, I mean, it's important. I like to have when I'm at work, that's I'm focused, and it's probably like if you would see me working, I'm like a different person, and you need that downtime. So to be able to just take a sheet to my boss and be like, hey, I need X amount of days off this week. Like I was thinking about taking off my birthday and the rest of the week, just to have some time to breathe, especially after coming out off the holiday. And then coming back to 500 emails and shit, shit gets crazy. So I think, busting your ass, but then, having time to come home and just spend with your friends or connect with your family, whatever it is, you know what I mean? There's other things to do. And I think work-life balance is extremely important,
Yeah.
That's all I got on.
I know for a fact that Monica struggled with that with her boyfriend at one time due to a job he had, because I had the same job. You're good, Jer. And that work-life balance was crazy because you're never home. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The money was good. We were making really good money at that job, but we were never home. I was making so much money I couldn't spend it. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You'd get 1 day a week off, and your day off, you're just chilling. You ain't trying to do nothing but just relax.
Right.
Because you're just beat up.
And
it was a rough job. That concrete job was no joke.
And then plus too, I grew up in a house where I didn't feel there was much work-life balance.
Always work.
Your mom worked a lot.
Always.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. And she definitely sacrificed a lot to be able to do things for me. But I think Absolutely. I can't speak for her now. But let's just say, for example, if you just look at the situation, so then she dies and she's 60. So what did she really work? I mean, yeah, at the time, like I said, to send me through school and to handle, being a single mom and all that other stuff.
She was a single mom.
But all that other you know, like when people plan for retirement, and I'm going to work and work and work so I'm able to retire at this age, and then to never get there.
Right.
So I'd like to think if my mom was still alive, the advice she would probably give to me or anybody would be like, obviously work, but don't make that your life. And that's why.
Look at it this way too, though, man. And I would just playing devil's advocate a little bit. How, like your mom loved to work. That was like her life. She, like, you start to fall in love with whatever was working for you at the time. And with your mom, like, I'm sure work, like people that workaholics, it's usually very therapeutic for them. Like they get something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just like, and I don't.
Because it's like an addiction.
I called her a workaholic before, right? So I think you're a workaholic. And she said, no, I'm not. And she said, I work to make money or whatever. And then I guess coming from when she, growing up poor and stuff, she never wanted to rely on anybody. So I understand it.
Yeah,
but
so she basically, and she leveled up.
Yeah, and
she grew
up
poor. She leveled up because she didn't die poor. You know what I'm saying?
So exactly. But I just feel like maybe it's an outlet. Mm-hmm. That's for one. So just like maybe, and she used to say to me, like, I don't know what'd she say? Like she would talk to me about addiction, and she's like, why can't you get addicted to good stuff? Why can't people get addicted to good stuff? So the way I think, even if she was a workaholic, she would look at it as like, yeah, I'm working a lot, but I'm reaping benefits from it. Like, what would you be reaping if you're doing this? You see what I'm saying? But for the people around you, like Corey was saying, that affects you too.
Did you, now you didn't get into it, Monnie, but did you ever feel like that? Did you ever feel like you didn't spend enough time with your mom as a kid or something because maybe she worked?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to be upset because my mom never went to any field trips. At school, she didn't go to a lot of those things. And actually a grade school friend of mine, her mom and my mom were cool with each other, but her mom always used to take me home from school, and I would stay at her house for a little bit, and we would do our homework together and stuff like that. But as I got older, I understood why my mom was working so much. But when you're a kid, it's like, well, how come you never come to the school, and how come you're never a chaperone, or, you know what I mean? So you feel like a little left out. Like, why can't you come?
Yeah.
So as a child, I used to think, well, she thinks work's more important than me. But obviously, I don't think that way now. But when I was younger, yeah.
My mom came to the field day once, and this little boy told me that her butt was big.
He wanted them buns.
I'll never forget that shit.
I will say this.
Was he a little white ball?
Listen, asses in the 90s, well, in the 80s, like, white girl butts wasn't what they are now. Back in the day, white girls ain't had booties like this.
They still don't have booties, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
More than what they did when we was kids. When we was kids, it was still like,
but like real booties or like fake booties?
Like the flat butts. There's both.
They got real booties now.
They're real. Well, some of them. I mean, people get plastic surgery all the time, but
Monica, is your butt fake?
Got a real one.
Monica got
I'm not entertaining that right now, Corey.
Monica got.
She called Corey out.
Well, she's the white girl on the podcast, so I figure I'll let her.
And she has a butt. So I thought she might want to elaborate, but.
And then I got to stand up and do all. I'm not doing all that shit.
You don't have to show your butt.
Monica, I got a whole girlfriend. I don't know what you talking about.
I'm not talking about for you, shit.
Well, who was you?
Stand up and show us what she was working with. Show me what you're working with.
Nah, it's just I didn't know white girls had buns, so I mean it is what it is. It's not a big deal.
It is.
This is why I dated white girls.
Didn't know white girls got booties now.
I mean, I'm a buns guy, so.
Buns and
how
glitter.
You know if you a buns guy, how you ain't know white girls got asses now? Like crazy.
Buns and glitter, tell Cal. Buns and glitter.
Yo, do you think it's in the hormones in our food or something? Like, how did
buns and glitter?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you was going with this topic.
You know what, Corey? Let me comment on this. I feel like
am I the only one? First of all, am I the only one that thinks that? Like, white girls got asses now. Like, it's
yes,
I've never seen
a generation before us that didn't exist really like that.
I think something is up with certain things, because if you notice with young girls, right? Mm-hmm. Like, maybe I'll see a girl and I'm like, what is she, like 17 and she's like 12 or 13?
Yeah.
Hold on. Like, when we were growing up, I don't remember girls looking
it's like
so
these
much
girls
older.
Are developing they're definitely developing faster. And like earlier,
it's probably them hormones are pumping the chicken and the cows and everything with.
So white girls eating more chicken. Is that it? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Or anything.
Fried chicken or white girls eating fried chicken now?
You guys, because that was interesting, because I remember having this conversation with my Aunt Kathy and my mom, like how people
back in
the 70s, they were more puny. Like, my aunt was real little, and so was my mom, like really tiny. And she said, y'all are like, and it seems like as we go on, like we're just getting thicker and thicker.
Damn, cow, that blood big as shit.
I'm glad you can see it from here.
Damn, that Joe husky.
He got the glasses on. He can see anything.
Look, and I got a torch to light this motherfucker.
You must still be dating rappers, huh?
Nah, I don't date rappers no more.
Damn.
Well, hold up. What's wrong? What's wrong with a good rapper? You know what I'm saying? Don't do us like that. Ain't nothing wrong with a rapper. You said it.
I mean, I love that.
Said it, and it offended me because I'm like, hold on, I'm a rapper.
And let me explain it to you. I don't want it to offend you.
I look at myself as a good catch, Kel. I figure if a motherfucker catch me right now, they catching they might have caught a whale. Like
they get ready to catch a bad one.
Hey, you just had a baby, dog. I mean, ain't nobody trying to catch that.
I ain't talking about nothing new. Like, God damn, I'm speaking hypothetically over here. Damn.
Anyway,
catch of the day.
I don't date rappers anymore, but I love rappers. That's why I dated
them. Well, I'm a rapper here with a 2-month-old baby. Do you want to?
Somebody gonna say
blow the fuck up too. So yeah, I mean, what are your chances?
Look at the lighter for the blunt.
You gotta get them torches, man. You know the white kids, they got the torches now, man.
I'm trying to figure out why I just rolled a blunt and why there's like a little bit of weed in my drink. Like it just fell in my drink somehow. So like at the top too. I'm like, I don't even want to drink this shit now, but it's a full drink. I just made it.
You should want to drink it more.
Jeez. Scoop it out or something.
Nah, I'm gonna just go for it. Bottoms up.
Edibles.
Yeah, you might edibles.
I ate some edibles earlier.
That was a garnish on his drink.
I ran out of edibles, so if any of our fans out there, you know what I mean, want to send me some edibles, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Just leave. You know what I mean? Leave your information in the comments, and I'll get back.
What's in that can you got there? What's in the can?
Are we giving out advertisement?
No, just tell us what it is.
I'm not looking at nobody, man. Until we start getting advertisement.
Is it alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
Oh no, it's not alcoholic.
Okay, you're right. Till we start getting sponsors, we ain't gonna be shouting out.
Wait, it's non-alcoholic, no alcohol at all?
No, it's non-alcoholic. Yes.
All right.
You know, I told you before, I'm a ginger ale guy. This is my I guess it's like the Christmas can of ginger ale. I bought a bunch of them, put them in the stash. So yeah, I'm still drinking the Christmas can.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with ginger ale. I always was, but lately it's been like more intense, which is crazy because that was my Uncle David's favorite soda. We used to have to hide them at my grandmom's house. I remember my pop. I see 2 liters of ginger ale behind like my grandmom's favorite chair in like the room you couldn't sit in.
Yeah.
And that's the cherry ginger ale. So you know that shit even more like.
But yeah, ginger ale was shit. They was high.
You got to get real ginger ale though.
Yeah, it gotta be the natural shit. You know what I mean? You gotta grow that shit in your backyard and.
Yeah, you gotta get the real shit. You gotta just make it. You know.
But
you got ginger and ale in the crib, and you just
they got bold ginger ale now. It's a lot more. It's a lot spicier.
Is it non-caffeine?
Is it like what's wrong with Schweppes and Canada Dry?
Yeah, I'm a Schweppes guy.
I like Schweppes.
I'm a Schweppes guy.
I really like Schweppes.
Glitter guy.
I got some.
Corey, you know about Shasta?
Shasta, that shit's banging.
What's that?
In the city.
That's like the institute. That's like the institution ginger ale. Shasta.
Yeah,
Shasta.
I never had that.
Shasta.
Sounds like you want to drink it. It's like fun. Shasta. I don't know.
That's like the Puerto Rican version, huh?
I don't know.
It's like Goya, like the Goya drinks and shit.
Well, Goya is Spanish. That's a Spanish joint.
Yeah.
Shasta, nigga.
What do y'all think about some Goya drinks?
I'm gonna look up where Shasta is based out of.
Are y'all a fan of the Goya drinks?
I thought they'd have Shasta on the comments.
Like the Goya sodas?
Puerto Ricans, man. Shout out to my Dominicans, Colombians. I love all you Spanish women, man. Shout out to all the Spanish women out there.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Yeah, shout out to the Latinas.
What?
Absolutely.
And shout out to all the mulatto women that don't have no ass. You know what I mean?
And shout out to any Puerto Rican men watching
I ain't
the
never
show.
I ain't never met a mixed girl that ain't had no ass.
See, I never met a mulatto chick with an ass. So
I never met one that didn't have it.
Conflicted, man. We conflicted, man.
I feel like
it's all about who you know.
We know the same people, nigga. Fuck you
I mean, obviously not. I mean, you said you know mulatto women with a fat ass. I'm telling you, all the mulatto women.
Oh, Shasta makes all types. It's not just ginger ale. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I looked it up.
I'd rather talk ginger ale than fat asses.
They even got some. Their orange cream soda. It's called California Dreamin'.
Shout out to Big Sid, man. He was a big cream soda drinker.
I love cream soda.
The only person I ever known, honestly, that drank cream soda. I guess other than Monica.
My dad loved that bullshit.
Shout out to you, Monica.
Yeah.
Cream soda.
Crackk, you look like a birch beer drinking type motherfucker.
First of all, Crackk looked like he got the globe on his shoulders, though, man. Like,
well, he was just talking about that. He was talking about that in that new song.
Like he got the weight of the world on his back. What's that?
What is that? Hold it back a little bit. Hank's Black Cherry
soda. Black Cherry, that's good. I like Black Cherry.
Yeah. I like
Black Cherry bar.
What about the Black Cherry Kool-Aid?
Yeah, it's good.
I like the blue.
The blue Kool-Aid? Remember the clear Kool-Aid? The fruit punch? But it was clear. It looked like water.
Yeah. It sound like you swimming in the ocean, Ricky.
It does.
Like, nigga, what the fuck? I know you in the desert, but what you started swimming in oceans now, man? In the desert? What the fuck you got? Pool in the backyard, man?
Does it still sound like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It might be that dial-up connection, dog. I told you about that motherfucking dial-up, nigga. This ain't the AOL era, man. Like, dog, they got them connections that ain't dial-up now, man. Shout out to everybody that's still using that $10 a month dial-up system. You know what I mean?
Oregon Trail.
Everybody that got their motherfucking prepaid phone, they paying $30 a month. So the government ain't on that ass. Shout out to them people too. Everybody that got that Obama phone, shout out you. Everybody that got their Obama phone, shout out to them.
My dad.
I had a couple Obama phones in my day.
They new minutes every month. That after the 10th of the month they can't talk, but they can text for free, and they'll call you next month.
You have one?
And they will call you next
month. You
month.
got all the details. I didn't know it worked like that.
Obama, my man. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that voted for Obama. I'm not a fan. I'm a Trump supporter, so fuck Obama. But
But
shout
you
out to all
just
you
shouted
Obama
about
people with
the
free
fucking
phones.
time.
Obama gave everybody free phones.
Them little smoker phones. Obama gave out the
I
smoker
just had to get
phones.
that off my chest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to all you Obama supporters.
It's okay.
You racist motherfuckers.
Look at Martin Luther King in the
I
background.
know. That's what's getting me right now.
I'm saying Martin didn't vote for Obama, man. He did the first time. He told me he did the first time. He did the first time, but he didn't the second time.
He ain't get him reelected?
Nah, he actually voted Libertarian. He voted for I think it was Bob Johnson that year. Shout out to the Libertarian Party.
I wanted to vote for Ralph Nader and the Green Party just because I know he was supported the legalization of marijuana.
I mean, everybody supports that except for the Republicans and Democrats.
No, yeah, but you're a Trump supporter. Y'all wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that medicates themselves every day, like me and Kel right now. Shout out to everybody.
Feel the ride.
Yeah, that needs their medicine, man.
What? Kelly said, "Feel the ride."
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was marijuana or not, but I'm all pro marijuana.
Ike, I thought you was
on my marijuana.
I thought Ike was on Xannies from the rip. I'm like, is this nigga Xannied up? What the fuck is going on over here? Ike looked like he took 2 blues at like 2:00 this afternoon.
Nah, but if you got anybody that shout out to our followers too,
and been drinking followers
got Xannies.
Jessica Cafe Xannies.
DM me and send them to us as a support for the podcast.
You're gonna get us canceled now. Like, what type of shit you want?
Send us Xannies. You mentioned it, dog.
Send us edibles. Send us Xannies.
You mentioned it, dog. I'll have a
You
doctor.
can send us Xanax whenever you want. No, they can't.
I'm sorry. Shout out to the kids, man. Make sure you don't do Xanax. I'm not promoting any drugs. Make sure you do not do Xanax. They are memory erasers. All right, how about anybody got a Xanax story? I guess there is no Xanax stories because you won't remember them.
I got most of mine.
I got a lot of Xanax stories.
Monica, remember
you got Xanax stories that somebody else told you about because you didn't remember your Xanax story, dog.
I was on.
Yeah, we used to go and get them down the city. How much were they? 2 for $5? And I would take 4 off the rip.
Is that the football or the basketballs?
Football.
We used to get them.
Sometimes they would have. Sometimes they would have the basketballs.
I'm just saying, I'm a sports guy. So are we football or basketball? You know what I mean?
With me, every time I ate Xannies, everything I ate tastes like Xannies the rest of the night.
Oh, they had a horrible taste. If you just swallow right away, they left that. Sometimes you ever choke on that bitch? You ever get that bitch stuck in your throat? Oh,
that's when you was
fucked up.
You was trying to raw dog it with nothing to drink. You was trying to swallow.
Nah, I had something to drink, dog. Them shits was so nasty. That shit got stuck in my throat. Oh, I started gagging. Oh.
Well,
I used to love them things, and I don't say I still don't love them, but that's nobody's business. But anyway, I used to love them so much. Once upon a time, I used to just chew them.
Listen, I know they get abused a lot, but I know they help a lot of people out too. So, I mean, we abuse them.
I'm saying I don't even think they're still around no more though.
Yeah, they still. I'm pretty sure they still.
Okay, yeah, because they're hard to find now.
He said they hard to find.
I'm saying, my people need to be medicated. And they find it a hard time to find these medications.
Like, it looks like you found a couple tonight, nigga.
Nigga, if I did, I'd be asleep.
Let me know if you remember this podcast tomorrow.
Just remember what MLK said, man. Hey, fuck the haters.
It goes like this. Slow down.
Fuck the haters. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man. Shout out to Kobe, Mamba Mentality, man.
What's up with
shout out to Crackk and VI for dropping all these
real quick
music.
Real quick, what do we think's gonna happen
tomorrow?
You
guys say, man, with that motherfucking Trump flat on?
All right, real quick, what do we think is going to happen tomorrow with the inauguration? Anything?
Hopefully, it's safe and secure.
Monica,
I don't feel like
Monica hit me up earlier, and she was talking about something I wasn't aware of it. But she said that how many soldiers, troops?
I just seen on the news that they added more. I guess they had the National Guard or whatever, right? And then they added more troops. There's over 20,000. They added more. I don't know how many more, but let's just say 20,000 for sake of argument. Troops at the Capitol. And in Afghanistan, Syria.
It's more than all them countries together, right?
I think they only have 5,000 troops with them 3 countries. So what the fuck do they think is going to happen tomorrow there?
Well, I think wasn't there threats of kind of the same thing, like uprisings or protests or something? I believe I heard something. I'm not sure how accurate it is.
Unless you're bringing about 10 million people down to the Capitol or wherever.
Well, listen, I think that Capitol shit was staged, but I don't want to get into that. But at the same time,
it looked fucking staged to me.
Yeah, but at the same time, maybe they did just go down there.
Man, my people, that's how we rock. You know what I mean?
But listen,
we run shit.
But listen, what if they did go down there super deep and they weren't expecting it and they kind of caught them off guard? I don't know. Who knows, right?
But this is my thing. Nobody's getting caught off guard because it's all you see all day long.
And it's the inauguration. Like, I think you should put as many troops down there as you have to.
Yeah, well, the FBI thinks it's going to come from inside the troops.
Well, they already got rid of 12 troop members. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
that's troops, man.
I think it's a little
fighting for our freedom.
If I had to think, I just think it's a little deeper than like guarding the inauguration, like Crackk said, maybe it's something like that. You know what I mean? It just seems like way too many people for an inauguration.
Wouldn't that be considered a terrorist plot if you're planning something at the fucking inauguration?
I don't think anybody with sense. First of all, there's not going to be a lot of people at the inauguration, regardless if any of this was going on because of COVID. So I think they reduced how many people would be able to attend anyway. That's number one. And then number two, what?
The COVID shit, because we seen what happened when Joe Biden, like that night when Joe Biden, like.
No, I'm not saying that it's not going to be threatened. I'm saying it's the size of the inauguration was going to be limited anyway, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, then it normally would be. So you have less people.
Still gonna be on the streets.
Less people are coming. Well, I'm talking about invited, allowed to go to the inauguration.
Well, now the inauguration, is locked down.
So you got less people going, and then if you have over a certain amount of troops that exceeds the amount that we have in 3 different countries right now. I don't know anybody. Huh?
I said, and it's more than that. It's like, like you said, it's like basically we have enough troops right now in Washington, D.C. than we have in like every country that's a threat to us right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's how serious.
So you'd have to have like millions, like
right now. That's
why. Like show and tell. It's like, all right.
I just think if anybody was going to try to attempt something there, like you'd have to be like have like 10, 15 million.
I was like, damn, good morning, Nick.
Crackk, man. Shout out to Crackk VI, man, for dropping that hot ass music. You know what I mean? Bringing hip hop back.
Yo, Crackk sent me some heat today. So I don't know what we doing, Crackk. We doing an EP?
Everything Crackk got is heat, man.
Crackk, what we doing? We gotta tell the people, man. Are we making an EP or we just gonna put a couple songs together and drop
No, I guess we just gonna go with the flow and see what happens.
I'm with it. I gotta
Is
send
that
you
Ralph Lauren? Is that Ralph Lauren over there with the? You know what I mean?
Yeah, me and Crackk polo down. Yeah, I'm
not talking about you, man. I already know you a Trump supporter with that flannel, but I was talking to the Crackk over there. That looked like Ralph Lauren. Looked like Bull was golfing with the, you know what I mean, on the horse.
Yeah.
Crackk, you be golfing, my nigga?
On the horse.
On the horse, man.
That's polo. Okay.
Golfing on the horse, man.
Golfing on a fucking horse. It's just
golf.
Listen, there's a whole bunch of golf courses out here.
Now, is it true, Crackk, that all white people golf?
I don't know, because I ain't never golfed in my life.
I didn't think so, so that's why I didn't think it was believable.
I played miniature golf before. I never did real golf.
Ike out here you see a lot of Mexicans that golf out here.
I mean, Mexicans do everything, man. I heard Mexicans are like, Michael Jordan, man, when it comes to this shit.
To golf?
Shout out to all the Mexicans, man. Say fuck Trump. Even though I'm a Trump supporter, but shout out all the Mexicans.
Yeah, the Mexicans ain't vibing with Trump too much.
I mean, they say the black people made this country. I mean, I believe the Mexicans made this country, you know what I mean? So shout out to all the blacks and the Mexicans.
Blacks and the Mexicans, man. We love them. So what's up, man? We done? Did we just complete?
I just started, man.
Episode 16. Ike, yeah, you look like you could go for another hour or two.
I just got rolling, man. Y'all said y'all wanted some funny shit, man. I didn't know I was drawing, but I'm trying to bring that hubris back to the show, man.
Oh, you did.
I think you accomplished.
Put the glasses back on, man. Get back in the bag.
They're like the superpower glasses.
Yeah.
Humor.
Killed it tonight.
He got the Xanax.
Let's go. What's the next topic, man?
Xanax.
Somebody told me this was hip hop. Hey yo, racing thoughts cuffed on the bus up north. Hoping that this chick ride, think I fell in love. Or maybe I'm just using her to hold me down. In the belly of the beast, judges had to sit me down. I was moving too fast, chasing this cash. The way that I was living was trash. This life won't last, I can't die, best believe. I tried so many times, tried to leave my child a bastard man. This nigga, that's just unacceptable. I cried eating edibles. What's the medical diagnosis for suicide? Why these niggas with the blue eyes winning? And we struggling, I'm struggling with the fact that I'll never mount to nothing. Oh my God, my pops will roll in his grave if he heard me talk. You can do what you put your mind to. Keep walking, away is sometimes better than fighting. Pop, I love learn balance, listen more than you speak. Perfect your talent, little legend. Yo, Phoenixville, what up? Somebody told me this was hip hop. Yo, Crackk, what up? Phoenixville, Grover Street, where I'm from. Southside, you can ask about me. Light-skinned nigga, top of the block. Youngest of 4 boys, I was not on the top. Napoleon complex, I be spazzing a lot. Destroy any nigga rhyming with a beer and some pop. We betting or not, the rent's due, I'm betting the spot. We aim to murder nigga, 60 or not. And it's a murder nigga, get in the box. 2020, that's the year the Fitz and Foundation. Like Starwind, deep space rhyme, this shit's amazing. Who's hating? Blow they beak off like Daffy Duck with these Looney Tunes. I swear that all these rappers suck. Sound the same niggas, grandiose senses. We rearrange niggas, rifle scope through the crosshairs. In my aim, niggas bang niggas right in the face, wearing a vest. Thought that Wu-Tang told your bitch ass protect your neck, motherfucker.